Good morning guys, welcome back to the vlog and welcome to another week at Ivy and Twine. It is week 36 I believe and it's Wednesday today, so I'm not long in, but I just wanted to show you because me and Gordon were both in yesterday and we had a really productive day, so this space here is looking much better. We did move the packing station that was against that wall into the middle, which has meant that we can now neatly store all of these big packing boxes that we use for wholesale orders, the smaller ones that go inside those boxes, and then our custom boxes, which we've just started to put down here. Right now they live up there out of the way, but that's not really ideal because we have realised obviously that when they run out, it can get forgotten about, whereas if they're all here, it just means that they're easy reach for Gordon when he's packing, and hopefully we won't forget to reorder when we're running low. So our other packaging supplies are all here as well, so we've got our bubble wrap and our little boxes for just our retail orders. They're all there, so that's fine. And a little update on how we are with our wholesale orders that need to go out. As I showed you last week, this is the bench where the packing slips normally go for all of the kind of outstanding orders. But as you can see, there's nothing on it because we have finally fulfilled all of the wholesale orders that we have on our system, and it honestly feels so good. Yesterday we sent the last one out and it actually only came in the day before, so obviously we felt really smug sending that one out with like literally 24 hours since it came in. But yeah, fulfilling the last order and having on our Shopify app it saying like 0 orders to fulfill, it was like yes. So seeing as last week was pretty much all focused on wax melts with just a few candles being made, a few batches that is, I have decided this week to focus on candles. So I made all of these yesterday. These are mango and lime. I made 90, so a pretty good batch size. And just while I've been drinking my coffee and watching some YouTube vlogs, I have been lidding and labelling all of these, so they're all ready to be twined. I'm just waiting on the twine coming in though because I also forgot to order more of that, so obviously it normally go here. So that should be arriving today though, so that'll mean that I can get all of these. So that will mean that I can get all of these and these candles all twined. So it's a little bit later and I am now off to Gordon's shop because obviously he had a couple of orders that he needed and he boxed them all up last night, so they were all ready to go, popped them in the car, and obviously I came here this morning and he went to his shop, and the idea was for him to take the box out of my car and put it into his van to take it with him, but unfortunately he has forgotten said box, so I'm gonna go drop it off just now and I might pick up a little coffee on my way back. There is a Starbucks literally 5 minutes away from here now and it is proving very dangerous.
a little bit later on in the afternoon, and I am now here, and we have lots of assistants here helping paint. There's David, and there's Mum. So you know how Georgina hates magnolia? It's going. So we've managed to replace it with this sagey sort of green. I think I'm colourblind, I don't know. So we're cracking on. Bathroom is done. We have to finish the hallway and then we have to empty out the office, which is a bit of a dive just now. And we'll try and get that done tonight as well. And then hopefully I can get the flooring done on Sunday, which might be a bit of a mission considering I don't know how to lay a floor, but we'll get there.
Good morning guys, it's Friday and I thought I would just show you how it's looking in here. Obviously I'm pretty sure Gordon did show you guys what we were doing, so, well, I say we, obviously I mean the royal we. So Gordon, Senga and David were all here on Wednesday night painting. So the hallway is done, we've gone for this lovely sage green colour. And we've also done the bathroom, which I'll show you, and we have flooring in the bathroom, which is very exciting. So this is what it's looking like. Obviously before it was a lovely magnolia colour. So we have just gone for white in here, popped down this vinyl flooring, and we also put in a brand new toilet and sink. We are hopefully going to replace this very old electric radiator, which is a bit of an eyesore, and then I've got some other bits and bobs which I will show you in a second. So obviously we are still to put the flooring down. In here we are going to be using this wooden laminate flooring, and we'll be doing the same thing in the office as well, but we have not even started in there yet, and we've obviously just chucked everything in there whilst we do these areas, so it is a bit of a mess. So I've got a little towel hook here, and we also took a trip to B&M yesterday, which is a complete guilty pleasure of mine. Like, I know it's bad, I know the quality is not great, but you really can't go wrong on the price. So I got this cute little shelf. How much were you? £15? Oh my goodness. No, but it's like this kind of like sugar cane rattan type style, which I absolutely loved. Pop that up somewhere and put some little plants and maybe a diffuser on it as well to make the place smell nice. And I also got, and I also got this similar style mirror, which was only £12. So that'll probably go up there above the sink. Also picked up this little corner shelving unit. I'm not actually sure what we're going to do with that. We do have a lot of ugly pipes and stuff here, so I think we did think about kind of blocking that off with that unit, but I'm not sure if that'll work or not. And then we also got this, which is a coat and shoe rack, which will probably go here, I'm guessing. But yeah, we shall see. I think that's pretty much it. I do have another little unit coming, just a small thing to go in the corner there, which will be perfect for like toilet roll and toiletries, cleaning products, everything like that. I realise that I have not shown you it before, but honestly it was just really not a pretty picture, and it already looks so much better. Like, I'm so pleased with it already. Yeah, I don't want to gross you guys out too much, but just imagine the fact that this unit has been around for about 10 years and the people who were in it before us were obviously all men. That probably gives you an idea already of what kind of state the place was in as far as the toilet is concerned. So I am going to be making candles again today. I've had a really productive week, so I've got loads of candles here which just need labelled and twined. And then I'll show you my shelving, because at first glance it maybe looks just okay, but in actual fact there's a lot more than what you see here, because we have started filling up these custom boxes as well. So firstly, obviously it's much easier when Gordon is packing wholesale orders to just grab a box of 6 candles like this and just pop it into one of the big wholesale boxes. And we've actually had very little in the way of breakages, so that's always a plus when you're dealing with glass as we are. And secondly, it will make it much easier when we are moving all of this to next door, with it being in these boxes rather than having to move like 120 individual units. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long before we can make the move, but obviously there are quite a few moving parts. Good morning guys, it is Saturday and I've just popped in for a few hours, so the dogs are at home. I've just got a couple things that I need to do here, and I had to drop off our retail orders at the post office, which you'll just see me doing, but I do need to edit the vlog for this week, which will hopefully go up tomorrow on Sunday. So yeah, I will have to leave in a couple of hours to start editing the vlog. But I wanted to set you up here so that I'm not going to get a dead arm talking to you, because I actually have quite the story to tell you today, like the story time of all story times. Well, not really, but as far as we're concerned, it's a pretty good story, I have to say. So grab a cuppa, make yourselves comfy, because we will be here for quite a while. Disclaimer, I am going to keep the customer's name under wraps because obviously I still want to remain professional, even if a certain other person cannot. I was also kind of doubting whether I should share this or not, but I actually don't think enough people kind of speak about this, and it definitely is an issue that a lot of people probably do end up dealing with in some form or another. So I just thought it would be probably best to kind of shed some light on it, of our experience and basically how we are solving the issue. So this has, I don't even know where to start. Basically, this is all to do with one of our former stockists for wholesale that we were working with kind of late on last year. So how we normally deal with kind of invoicing and stuff like that is that a customer's first order will be pro forma, i.e. they pay that up front before we dispatch their order, and from there on out they will be on a 30-day account. So that means that we'll send them an invoice on the day that we're dispatching the order, and from then they have 30 days to settle up their invoice. However, with this customer, they got sent their first invoice, eventually paid it pro forma. We sent out the order, and then they were like, oh, it's going really well, like sold it like super duper quickly, literally within like a couple weeks. So they did another order, sent it out, yep, all going great. Obviously this is on the run up to Christmas. And then they place a third order literally within 5-6 weeks maybe. Yeah, sent it out, all going well. I mean, this was like quite soon, like this was quite close to Christmas, so it was kind of like, I remember thinking at the time like, oh, like, is this really a good idea? But obviously kind of we don't take on that responsibility of, you know, telling people when they should and shouldn't be ordering, if you know what I mean. So anyway, sent out the goods. So our first invoices that were due probably should have been paid beginning of January, I would assume. I don't deal with that, but this is all kind of like what I've heard from Gordon, who does deal with invoicing. But yeah, basically we use a invoicing system thing that will basically, once our customers are overdue, it will send them a reminder 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, like every week, that they remain overdue until they pay it. And this does happen from time to time, so it's not really, you know, that's not really the issue. The issue kind of arose when it had been like 5 weeks and still no payment. So at this point, obviously there was 2 invoices overdue, which amounted to about £500. So at this point, obviously Gordon does get in touch with the customer. I believe it was through emails at first. So this is probably in February now. So he's just emailing, just saying like, look, can you please let me know what's going on? Obviously the below invoices are very overdue now. What's going on basically? And yeah, he didn't get any response from them. I believe he emailed quite a few times and eventually picked up the phone, tried calling them, couldn't get through. So yeah, he persisted, was calling them like every few days, probably trying to get through, and eventually he did. And it was, oh yeah, well, I'm due some money, but definitely by the end of the day, definitely by the end of the week. And it's like, okay. And then again, no money. So this kind of went on for a number of weeks where Gordon was just chasing the customer, and they were either like, I don't know, I think they were burying their heads in the sand, to be honest. And then whenever he did get through to them, it was like just excuses basically. Like, we had some quite bad storms here in Scotland, and he was saying that basically because of some of these bad storms, like their server was down. But again, it went back to, oh yeah, no, we'll definitely get paid, don't worry, like sorry, blah blah blah. And it's just like, okay, fine. And this was just honestly dragging on. It was getting to the point where the invoices were 3 months overdue, and it's just like, it was just getting ridiculous, do you know what I mean? So honestly, after so many excuses that we'd had, it just felt like there was no way that they were actually going to pay. Like, it was literally just like, we'll just keep fobbing them off until they can't be bothered chasing us up anymore. Eventually, we looked into getting debt collectors, basically. And obviously in this instance, it's kind of like the last resort for us. Like, we don't want to have to do that with anyone. This is the first time that we've ever had to use a debt collector service. My battery died. That's because I've been talking too long already. But yeah, as I was saying, that was completely the last resort for us after months of chasing and chasing and chasing and just getting fobbed off, basically. It was like, I get in one sense it's £500, like we could be all right without it, but also that's not really the point. It's almost just like the principle of, we have bills to pay, we had a really big VAT bill due, the mortgage for this place, like, it was the fact as well that they'd obviously sold, like, that they'd sold our products really well because they'd ordered 3 times in such a short period of time, that they'd obviously sold through and then just kept 100% of the profits instead of paying for the cost of the goods. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, it's just annoying. So we got in touch with the debt collectors, basically sent them the invoice. It was such an easy process, just said, look, this is the company and these are the invoices that they're due us. And they just took it from there. They just sent quite a serious letter and email. This letter, it instructed them to pay the debt collectors, because on top of the invoice amount, there was obviously also the kind of the compensation, kind of like interest, which is apparently a legal thing that we are within our rights to charge anyone who's severely overdue on invoices. It's basically to cover our cost, which we are going to have to pay the debt collectors in order to recover the money that they owe us, if that makes sense. So yeah, it was like, please make payment to blah. And literally within a day, I think, of the company getting this letter, they paid it. But they paid it to us, X charges basically, so just the invoice amount itself, which was quite sneaky because obviously that's not what they were meant to do. And they also still did not like reply to any of the emails that we've been sending them, like chasing them up. So yeah, we got in touch with the debt collectors and said what had happened, that they'd paid us but X the charges. And they said, okay, that's great. Do you want us to still basically like send them another letter and email to say you still need to pay these charges? And we were like, yep. So a couple of days go past and then Gordon gets a phone call from the customer, and she is just like completely going off her head at Gordon, saying like, what's this £120 about? She basically ended up getting very personal, basically making out that if she had the money she would have paid it when it was due, and that we were obviously doing all right for ourselves, and you know, it was like, oh, do you not spend that much money when you go out on a date with Georgina, blah blah blah, like I thought you guys were nice people, but obviously not, and like just totally making it like a personal thing, like as if we're just like, I don't know, like we're just bad people and we're just going after her like on a personal vendetta or something. It's like, no, this is literally just business. This is how business works. You pay for goods which we supply, you pay the money that you're due us, and then you make a profit on the goods that you sell. Like, I honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it one bit. What else did she say? So apparently Gordon just kind of reiterated the fact that we have bills due as well, and that is like the only way that we can pay them is if our customers pay us. Do you know what I mean? It was like we had a really big VAT bill due literally last week. Like that money that you're due us could have made a huge difference. And then she goes like, oh well, congratulations on turning over enough to be VAT registered, and oh, congratulations on this. And it was like, she was like, didn't you guys just buy a house? And Gordon's like, well, we bought a house like not long before lockdown, yeah. And she's like, oh well, congratulations on being able to afford to buy a house. Well done you. Oh, and I almost forgot the best bit is that, sorry, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but before she phoned Gordon, she sent us an email which was really bizarre. I'm going to pull it up just now. So on the 7th of April, she replied to an email that Gordon sent on the 1st of February saying, hi, sorry, COVID central here at the moment, and we're moving premises. Exciting times, but a nightmare on the organisational front. All paid now for you. I'm happy to go back to pro forma invoices from now on if you like. Keep everything square much more easily this end. Thanks for your patience. Signature. This is like honestly like almost the funniest part to me is that she thought she could just go back to working with us when she had invoices 4 months overdue. Like, no. Respectfully, no. We will not be working with you anymore. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's been an absolute trip, I have to tell you. It's been quite the experience, but as I said, I thought I would share this because if anybody is currently working on a wholesale basis or is thinking about it, then obviously this might be something that you should probably consider. And I do know of other people that do wholesale that do it on like kind of a different basis to us. So obviously there are other options. I could maybe do a video on this kind of in further detail if you would like, then please do let me know in the comment section below. It is sad that we've like had to kind of go to this level to get what's due to us, but what can I say? It is a business at the end of the day. It's absolutely nothing personal. It is what it is. That is my story time. I hope it was kind of clear to some extent. If you do have any questions, then just leave them down below for me. But yeah, I am now going to do some work before I go home for the day. So I've got some candles there that I made yesterday that obviously need finished, and then I've also got some more jars set aside there that I can make some more candles in. Hi guys, it's a bit later. I have finished for the day, and as you can see I'm in my car ready to go home and see my doggies and finish editing the vlog so it can go up for tomorrow. So I am going to sign you off there for this week. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the vlog, and if you have enjoyed it then please do be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. It really does help us out more than you could ever know. And with all that said and done, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!